Hello! Good afternoon sa inyo mga ka-chasers. At isa na namang Sabado ng tanghali dito sa inyong paboritong Saturday Tambayan. Pero, akala nyo mag-isa lang ako ha? Nandito na naman at kumpleto ang barkada. Ayan, no? Ayan.
Hindi ka nang mapapagod. Sa dami ng napakagaganda, napakainit na balita from last week to this week kasi kumpleto po ang ating mga ka-chasers ngayong hapon na to. Ako po si Riza Diaz at kasama rin syempre natin si Waylon Galvez.
Uy, balik.
Yes, salamat. At nakuha mo ba ang aking pasalubong?
Yes.
Wala.
Saan banda?
Wala. Ano
Sa
rin to
panaginip.
Si Rize, itchera ka. Wala pa, hindi pa dumadating. Naku, mga ka-chasers, tutok lang kayo sa amin dahil kami bahala sa inyo. Aliw, saya, tawanan, kwentuhan at seryosong topics regarding sports.
Yan. Uy, ang may pasalubong para sa ating lahat. Fresh from Hanoi, Vietnam is Agatha Wong. Hi.
Ang sarap nung...
Xin chào!
Xin chào.
Xin chào.
Xin chào ka rin. Xin chào!
Ganun ba yun?
Oo, yun daw ang ano. Okay lang, ito. Kabalik na ang buong Team Philippines. So, balik na rin back to normal na. Tapos na eleksyon, tapos na SEA Games. Kaya, dyan na. Chasedown na ulit pag Sabado.
Yan.
Kaya ang tutok natin. 2 to 4.
Ang saya na magiging kwentuhan natin kasi pag-uusapan natin ang SEA Games, pag-uusapan natin ang pagbubukas ng PBA,
Uy.
syempre ang UAAP, diba? Naganap na yung cheerdance at marami pang iba. Kaya, let's welcome everybody to the show like we always do.
Yes.
Pag ganitong kumpleto tayo, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Chasedown. Let's dish off our headlines. Simulan natin with ABAC.
Uy, bilis naman.
Ang
Trabaho
pinaka-init
agad,
na headline.
Headline number 1. 52 gold medals ang naiuwi. Galing nun naiuwi ng Pilipinas sa 31st Southeast Asian Games.
Okay, headline number 2. Yan, alamin natin ang mga latest updates bago magsimula ang Season 47 ng PBA.
At sa number 3, FEU Cheering Squad, kampiyon ng UAAP Cheerdance Competition 2022.
Napanood.
At ito pa rin, number 4, Kai Sotto. Aba, nag-improve ba? 49 picks sa mock draft ng Sports Illustrated. Ba, ayos yan.
49
Kung magka-totoo yan, 49 sa mock draft. Pwede.
Second ano yan?
At eto na nga, sa NBA, balita NBA, Golden State Warriors, abante sa NBA Finals.
Hindi yung kanina, ha?
Boston Celtics.
Boston Celtics.
Nice,
wala.
nice.
Talo.
At ngayong hapon na to, may mga bisita rin tayo na makakwentuhan. We are going to get to know more about the newly drafted PBA players, mga soon na magiging PBA idols natin. Makakwentuhan po natin si Shaun Ildefonso of the Shine Elasto Painters. And also, Tyler Tio, ang pinakabagong manlalaro ng Phoenix Super LPG Field Masters.
Gabi.
Hindi lang yan.
Ayun.
Ito isa sa mga pinagmamalaki natin, lalo na nung nakaraang SEA Games. Dahil sa kanyang magandang performance, we're going to talk to track and field athlete, again of our very own, Eric Cray is joining us later on the show.
Hardels.
Oo. Pero, bago yan, syempre pag-usapan muna natin ang nakaraang Southeast Asian Games. Let's dish out all of the stories. Mula syempre sa nalikom natin na medalya. Abak, we had a total of 52 medals.
Gold medals.
52 gold medals in the Southeast Asian Games.
Yes, sir. Natapos na. Pang-apat tayo, ha? Medyo pinalad tayo na cover natin yan. Natapos tayong pang-apat overall out of 11 countries, ano? Sa 31st SEA Games dyan sa Hanoi. Kumulekta mga tropa natin ng 52 gold medals, 70 silver medals, and 105 bronze medals for a grand total of 227 medals. As expected, Vietnam, the host ang nanalo ng Vietnam Games.
Right.
Ng SEA Games.
Games.
Ano? Ayun, tawag kasi namin doon Vietnam Games eh. Dahil of the 525 gold medals, 205 ang kanila.
Wow.
125 ang silver medals and 116 ang bronze medals. Pangalawa naman ng Thailand, powerhouse naman palagi yan, with 92 gold, 103 silver, and 136 bronze medals. Habang pumang-apat naman, ito sana ang target natin. Ay pumangatlo naman ang Indonesia. Yan yung nilabanan natin in the last week. Git-gitan tayong tatlo ng Singapore. Natapos ang Indonesia in third with 241 total medals, 69 golds, 91 silver, and 81 bronze. Samantala, nakatakda namang bumisita kay Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte ang ating koponan itong Lunes yata, no? Tuesday?
Yes,
At 6
Tuesday.
p.m. nasa Malacanang sila. Again, sabi mo nga, Jerry, this will be the last appearance siguro ng Philippine team with President Duterte. And lastly, dagdag ko na rin, only 1 year away tayo to the Cambodia SEA Games next
Bilis
year.
ng
Yan.
transition
Ang
because
bilis
of
yan.
delay.
Yes,
Correct,
yes.
correct.
Wait lang. Quick research. How much are the players getting as an incentive for golds? Meron tayong ganyan, di ba, na binibigay ng Philippine, tama ba? Philippine
Yes.
Sports Commission.
Yes.
We'll try to get the figures because you
Huwag na
mentioned...
daw sabihin.
Wag na.
Hindi, 300,000 pesos for every gold medal.
Yan.
And we have multiple gold medal winners like Kaloyulo with 5. So,
Ay,
times 5 mo na lang, 1.5 million.
million.
Except one with the team event, may mga kahati siya doon. Sabi ko nga, bigay mo na sa mga kahati mo yan. Yung 4 na lang sa'yo.
Tama.
Correct, tama.
So, kung individual events,
Yes, it's 300,000 pesos.
300,000 pesos. Jerry, what's your takeaway of the SEA Games?
Sige.
Ako?
Yeah.
Take ko? Wala na. Hindi.
Are you satisfied with the 4th place finish?
Oo naman, considering na we're coming off a overall title nung 2019 and considering din na we trained under a pandemic setup,
Right.
no? Bubble ang karamihan ng pinuntahan ng mga atleta natin, and at the same time walang international competitions na sinalihan.
Yun.
Kung meron mang nasalihan yung iba, kakapiranggot lang, no? So I think 4th place is good enough for us. But although mas masaya sana kung naka 3rd place tayo, but very satisfied na rin, very satisfied.
Thank you daw, sabi ni TOC President Bumble.
But
bilis naman nun.
let's address, you know, for the sake of our viewers and watchers, let's address the big elephant in the room. The silver finish in basketball. Which was, you know, took a while for us to be able to accept. Kasi I think ako as a Filipino basketball fan, prideful ako pagdating sa basketball sa Southeast Asian Games. And aaminin ko talaga to, hindi ko akalain na we are going to place, and I hate to put it that way, just silver because, again, of the dominance that we've shown in the many decades. But silver is not a bad thing. It's just that, again, the expectations that we've set for ourselves too is very high. I don't know if you share the same thoughts.
Yes, tama. Agree ako dyan, Riz, no? And Abak and Jerry. Sabi nga ni Abak, before umalis ng pa-Vietnam to, matalo na tayo sa lahat. Actually, gano'n naman ang kasabihan eh. Lahat ng basketball fans, sa salitang kalye, matalo na tayo sa lahat. Huwag lang sa basketball talaga. Yet, kung tignan natin yung the way Indonesia played, which won the gold medal, under Coach Raiko Toroman. Kilala natin si Coach Raiko on how he handles yung team niya dahil naging coach natin siya back in 2011, from 2009 to 2011, dun sa original Smart Gilas Pilipinas natin. And alam natin kung ano yung narating nila under Coach Raiko. And now, ilang years na si Coach Raiko sa Indonesia, ito yung kumbaga, yung proyekto nila, ito yung kumbaga, fruit of their preparation, of their training. And it's a wake-up call for, in general, yung programa natin in basketball. So, tignan natin, next year, Cambodia, di ba? Then, meron pa tayong World Cup. So, malaking challenge ito for the Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas in tie-up with the PBA, with the collegiate leagues, para sa kanilang schedule kung paano tayo makakabuo
Totoo.
ng malaking or not malaki, yung competitive ba na team for the Southeast Asian Games in Cambodia and also yung World Cup.
You mentioned, it's a wake-up call. And inadmit yan ng samang basketball ng
Yes.
Pilipinas. In fact, I'm reading here the statement from SBP President Al Panilio saying that, they share the disappointment of the Filipino basketball fans and take full responsibility with the results of the 31st Southeast Asian Games. They apologize for falling short and were not able to give the teams our team the better support that they needed to retain the gold. Walang excuses. Sabi niya, there's no excuses and we've learned to value that, yung lessons and we'll bounce back. It wasn't an overnight thing for Indonesia. Also, like what you said, ang tagal niyan in the process. Abak, do you think, is it because they're also preparing for the World Cup? Remember, they're co-hosting with us.
Yes. Tama.
Yes, in fact, talagang ito na yung hinanda nila.
Ito na.
Unlike the Gilas team, medyo may mga kukumpunihin pa dyan papunta sa
World Cup.
2023 World Cup. Sinabi rin ni Raiko Toroman yan na this is it for us. Todo na
Ito na
pati
yan.
pamato namin dyan. Kayo, ng Gilas, alam ko may mga padating pa kayo. Pagka nandyan na sila Japet, baka si Kai Sotto, pagka nandyan na sila
Dwight Ramos.
nandyan pa si Kwame, maglalaro na yan. Mag-iibang complexion ng Gilas team.
Alright?
Ganyan talaga, hindi ba? Pero ako, mas susundin ko ngayon yung statement ni Mr. Alpanilio,
Alpanilio?
your Tito Al.
Ito
Wow.
Yes. It looks naman.
Na we will bounce back. And ako, ngayon pa lang, looking forward, we will regain that gold medal in Cambodia.
Yun ang maganda. I think it's a good way for us to prepare for bigger things, for brighter things in the future. But nevertheless, nais natin pasalamatan ang naging serbisyo ng mga atleta natin na lumahok sa Southeast Asian Games, mapabasketball man yan, boxing, billiards, athletics, ano pa ba?
Gymnastics.
Fencing.
Wushu.
Weightlifting.
Dami yan.
Ang dami.
22 sports. We won gold medals in 22 sports.
But tell us, Abak, one last thing before we move on to another topic. How was it in Vietnam for our athletes? They were restricted not to go elsewhere, pero they enjoyed it? Nagkaroon ba ng ganong feeling kahit pa paano? Something to cherish?
Yes, mahigpit doon. Halos kami, once a day lang kami makalabas.
Ba?
Tsaka may antigen pa raw
Okay,
kayo.
oo, sila. Sabi nga ni Rubilin Amit, there were sports na required sila every day.
Oo, no?
Sabi nga ni Rubilin Amit, ano ba to, talagang minolest yung ilong nila. Kumbaga, sabi.
Grabe naman yun. Binugbog
Okay lang. Ganun talagang part of the
protocols.
Pero
Yeah.
masaya, maganda experience doon. Ang
Yes.
kinagulat ko lang talaga is how popular
Efren
our
Bata.
Friend.
billiards superstar Efren. We've seen it. Talagang magugulat ka, parang kay pop star si Efren Bata. At 67 years
age,
old,
at his age,
napupuno ang venue, even the Vietnamese fans. May
Right.
mga hawak na litrato ni Efren Reyes sa
Marry
venue.
me, nakalagay.
Marry me.
Marry me?
Marry
Ang
me,
ganda yun.
Wowo, sabi niya. Napakagabing sikat ni Efren Reyes doon sa with the bronze medal. Mas sikat pa siya sa mga ibang nanalo ng gold medals among the Filipino.
I also adore the Vietnamese fans. And, the players were actually telling stories. I spoke to some of our volleyball players, some of our basketball players. Iba daw. Parang feeling mo, kababayan mo rin sila. Kasi talaga nag-cheer sila kahit taga-ibang bansa ka. And I spoke to, last week with Ella Fajardo and Coach Pat Aquino. Congratulations to the women's basketball team. Talagang ang ganda na naging performance nila. And they themselves enjoyed. Ella met Junmar. Junmar naging fanboy ni Hidelin. Naging sila.
Yes, tama.
It's a great experience. But you're mentioning Cambodia. When is that?
Next year yan, hindi naman malalayo dahil dapat mga by the third quarter of next year siguro yan. Ang sabi, ngayon pa lang, sinabi na ni POC President Bambol Tolentino na eto, todo na tayo dyan sa wala na tayong events na talagang hindi sasalihan.
Sa Cambodia.
Yan labanan pala, paramihan ng atleta. So I expect more than 600 athletes for the Cambodia SEA Games. Baka mag 700, 800 tayo dyan.
Nice.
Pero dahil nasa SEA Games tayo, Reese and Jerry, eto, ulitin lang natin yung tanong natin sa ating mga ka-chasers.
Meron ulit.
Ano to last week pa sana Kaso dahil di tayo kompleto, mag-isa ka lang namang tanongin mo yung sarili mo. Ikaw lang
Muntik
mag-isa.
ko ng tanongin, ha? On air, ha?
Kaya mga ka-chasers,
Sasagutin din
Oo,
yan.
sasagutin ko rin.
kaya mga ka-chasers, ang tanong lang naman natin, sino ang
Oy.
inyong top 3 favorite Pinoy athlete?
Ala.
SEA Games,
Right.
of all time.
Ba?
Aba, of all time, ha?
All time yan, ha?
All time.
Dahil yung napanood mo, siguro.
Mahaba yan.
Top 3 lang
Oo,
naman.
pwede yan,
Yung
pwede
sinong natin dyan. Kaya mga
Pwede
ka-chasers, ano lang kayo, message, comment
three,
sa ating mga Facebook or Instagram. Kaya nako, paghandaan yung
Saya.
tatlo yan.
Ako meron na ako.
Ba?
Ako din.
Meron na.
Bilis naman.
Ginugal ko kanina. Kala ko kasi nasa script eh. O, sandali.
Ulitin daw yung tanong.
Ulitin
Oh,
na
ano
tanong.
tanong?
Bago mo
Sino ang
sagutin.
inyong top 3 favorite athlete
Yeah.
in the Southeast Asian Games?
SEA Games.
Pinoy,
Pinoy athletes.
Ano yun? Ang sasabihin mo, Abak? May
Hindi,
sasabihin
yung siyempre, wag natin kalimutan ang Philippine Sports Commission.
Yan.
Yan.
Alam naman natin, kumbaga sa team, nandyan ang hawak ng, ng pondo, di ba?
yan ang kaban.
So, with Chairman Butch Ramirez and
Boss,
Chef
Chairman.
de Mission, Ramon Fernandez,
Oo
of
nga.
course. And
Congratulations.
congratulations din sa
No,
inyo.
congratulations them on overall, having supported our athletes throughout the pandemic. Napakahirap
yes,
nung
totoo.
napagdaanan nila in the past 2-3 years in preparation for this. And yet, we did well Olympics, we did well, let's say now in the SEA Games. So magandang performance for them. So congratulations.
Congrats!
All right, let's talk now PBA. Kasi
PBA na ba agad?
magbubukas na po ang inyong
mabilis,
paboritong liga. Kumbaga, buong liga, buong puwersa, handang-handa na. Yan
Game.
ang PBA.
Game.
Excited na ako.
Ikaw?
Ikaw, excited ka na?
Oo naman, siyempre. Although, trabaho na naman. Balik na naman. Pero, 1 week from now, magsisimula na ang season 47 ng PBA and kasabay niyan, Riz, Abak, and Waylon, yung Leo Awards kung saan i-announce ang season's MVP awardee at saka kung ano-ano pang mga individual awards. Siyempre yung Rookie of the Year, Samboy Lim Sportsmanship Award, Mythical Team, 2 Mythical Team yan.
First and second Mythical Team.
Most Improved Player at saka yung All Defensive Team.
All rookie, may ganun pa ba tayo?
Sa press corps yun.
PBA press
Sa press corps yun, yung all rookie teams.
Nice.
And,
Bugbog na naman ang laptop ni Jerry.
and going to the season opener, syempre yung mga nakuhang rookies sa draft, unti-unti ng mga napapasign ng kanilang mga koponan. Andyan na si Brandon Roser,
Blackwater?
ng Blackwater, 3 years ang pinirmahan niya. Si Jeremiah Gray, I believe, nag-send na ng offer ang Barangay Ginebra sa kanya kasi nasa US pa siya. I believe, yung mga ganun kasi, pwedeng hindi mo na muna pirmahan eh. Basta as long may offer sa yung ball club mo, okay lang yon. Dahil hindi pa naman siya, kumbaga wala pang go signal talaga to play. And then the others like Jeyo Ambot and Justin Arana, yan, nakapirma na rin sa Converge. Si Kalma, ano pangalan ni Kalma?
Hector.
Hector Kalma. Joke lang. Si DJ Kalma ba?
Oo, si Jay nga ba?
Oo, yan.
Basta yung sa ano yun? Sa Baste. Sa Baste.
Oo,
Idol
sa
ko yan,
Baste,
idol ko
yan.
yan.
Nakapirma na rin yan sa Northport. Sila Gian Mamuyak with Rain or Shine. And tsaka si Shaun Ildefonso. Sila Kurt Lohera sa Converge. At actually, lahat na ng first round nakapirma na. And may mga second round picks na rin naman na nakasign na rin.
Meron bang bang notable, Jerry, na rookie na hindi pa napirma till now?
Notable, so far,
Inaantay natin?
ang alam ko nga si
Jeremiah pa
Gray.
lang.
Oo.
But he's injured din pa
Yes,
kasi.
injured
May
pa
injury
kasi.
pa yan
Oo, may injured pa. Kaya, basta nasa kanya yung offer ng Hinebra, may kopya ang PBA Commissioner's Office, wala namang problema yun.
Quick, may biglang naglipatan. The Javi.
Yan. Yes, Javi Gomez Deliano.
Oo.
Alam natin na pinik ng Hinebra
Hinebra.
yan. At number 8, and binulaga tayo after 2 days lang ng draft dahil trinade nga ng terra firma si Jeremiah Gray for Javi Gomez Deliano. And Brian Enriquez. Kasama si Brian.
Ang 2 for 1.
Oo, 2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Pero anong pangalan ni Calvin?
Yeah. Ano pa? Yung mga iba pang nag-sign up na mga veterans like Arwin Santos.
Yun, Northport.
Ng Northport, si Jeff Chan.
Uy,
nakasign din ng
Hinebra.
ng Hinebra. Siyempre, Nick DeMoss.
Yun!
Kaya
Yan ang inaantay ko eh.
Lifetime!
Oo. Wala bang papizza si Risa?
Bagong sign, wala man lang bang
Steak.
pahabs.
Steak ang handa namin. Pizza.
Kayo, kami,
Asan
paano
na?
naman kami?
Steak nga, papadalan ko kayo.
Yan, okay.
No, but congratulations. Nicky signed, congratulations. He's
Yes.
very excited. And so is the team
Oh,
going into the the season. Speaking of which, may mga tune-up games nitong mga nakaraan.
Meron ba? Oo, meron.
Meron.
Naglaro, ang kahapon naglaro ang Blackwater versus TNT. I think nanalo ang Blackwater 81-79.
O di, winning streak.
Counted ba yun?
Sa off-season. And
Boss Joe.
Riza, Phoenix, and
Phoenix
Lex.
had tune-ups versus Blackwater.
Blackwater,
They won
yes.
versus
Yes,
against
oo.
Blackwater.
Oo.
They lost against NLEX. I think meron pa eh.
Yung Magnolia versus Northport. Kahapon, nanalo ang Magnolia by 4 points, I think. Oo. Pero yung
Converge yesterday. Phoenix
Yeah?
played Converge.
Okay.
Phoenix played Converge all time.
tayo.
Pag tune-up kasi at tied,
Oo
they
nga,
just
okay
ended
lang,
that
oo.
way. But overall, kung Phoenix ang tatanungin, and based on what Nikki has been telling me, their team is shaping up. They also signed their 3 picks,
Yes, tama.
Uy.
Sila Chris Lalata,
Lata, Tyler Tio, and
yes.
Enchon.
Yeah, Encho Serrano.
Encho.
Kala ko
Serrano.
si Enchong hindi.
Yes.
Yan. So, congratulations sa mga bagong rookies. Excited kami na mapanood
Nako.
kayo at makita. Speaking of excited, para mas marami tayong malaman tungkol sa kanila, we have a press conference and media day, di ba, Jerry?
Yes, press conference will be on Monday, May 30th. Sa Conrad Hotel, no? Conrad Hotel.
Sarap
Doon tayo?
Yes, doon
Nandun ba tayo?
Doon tayo. Tapos media day will be on June 2 sa Novotel naman with Riza Diaz as host.
I remember the first media day. First and last natin yun, bago mag-pandemic.
nag-pandemic.
Oo.
Napakasaya pa naman nun.
Saan ba yun, Okada?
Okada.
Yeah, Okada. Sa
Oo.
Okada.
Tapos mauulit natin yan ngayong taon. That leads, kasi kumbaga series of events na, di ba? Draft,
Yes, tama.
media
Tuloy-tuloy
day,
yan.
press conference, to the big opening day.
yes.
Anong balita dyan, Jerry?
Opening day.
Oh,
Diyan i-announce uli MVP
yun.
winner. Ang mga kandidato po, Scotty Thompson ng Barangay Ginebra, Mikey Williams ng TNT Tropang Giga, Calvin Abueva ng Magnolia, Hot Shots, at
Sino?
sino pa? Si Robert Bolling ng Northport.
Announce natin kung sinong panalo.
Para sa inyo, sinong mabigat-bigat
Ba?
doon?
Ba?
Waylon.
Ako?
Ako?
Kalma.
Kalma.
Ako, tingin ko,
Ha?
Scotty.
Ikaw? Scotty.
Scotty Pippen. Scotty Thompson, tingin ko.
Ikaw?
Has a good chance of winning his first MVP.
Wow.
Tingin ko lang naman yun. Opinion ko lang yun.
How about you, Abak?
Ayaw. Ayaw.
Sige.
New breed na, no?
Sige na. Oo naman.
Sige na.
Oo.
It's just,
Ayan na,
I'm
ayan
just
na.
not used to seeing Junmar Fajardo natin.
Oo nga, no?
Tama.
Pero
Nasanay tayo masyadong.
sige na.
O,
Sige na, sabihin mo na.
Maiba naman.
Mikey Williams.
Doon sa Tiga Hinebra.
Ganun din eh. Ikaw. Ha?
Ban? Kay Nikki.
Nikki, syempre.
Siyempre.
Ikaw ba naman
Hindi
mag-shoot
nga,
na
hindi naman
kayo?
nominate eh. Kais naman kayo. Ako,
Ano?
yung numbers ni Mikey Williams eh. Kasi hindi kasi sila nag-champion.
No,
Ay,
yun.
nag-champion ha, Philippine Cup.
Philippine Cup. Oh,
Okay.
pero
Oo nga.
we'll see, we'll see. But that is to be announced again on June 5.
Oo,
So dapat maaga pa lang nanonood na sila kasi ito nga ang ating bagong
Yan,
liga.
oh.
Aba, buong
Buong
pwersa, handang-handa na. Game!
Game
Simula
na.
na sa June 5. Mapapanood ng PBA, syempre, live sa TV5. Ganun din sa One Sports, pati na rin sa PBA Rush. Mapapakinggan din yan sa Radyo 592.3 News FM.
Yan.
Ang lamig.
Yan. Exciting. So may mga news, yun ang mga
Ay, hindi. Yun nga ang tanong ko, Riz eh.
Oo, sige.
Siguro,
Ano bang ano mangyayari sa opening? Sana ibabalik ba yung
Malamang meron.
Parade.
parade? Oo, di ba?
malamang.
Kasi kung
Balik na yan.
magkakaroon ng Leo Awards, di ba? So parang binalik na nila yung 2 years ago na opening. Tapos may
Pre-pandemic,
Leo. Oo.
pre-pandemic.
So meron na ba? Masaya nga.
And obviously, may fan, syempre.
Oo, meron ng fans.
Kaya dapat pala nandun tayo.
Yung mga
Masaya eh, masaya.
festivities.
Yes, yes.
And
Abangan
syempre,
yan.
magkakaroon ulit ng pagkakataon yung para bang reunion, magkikita-kita na naman, di ba? Oy, very quick, may naiwan lang tayo. 3 on 3?
Oh, 3
Yan.
on 3. Yung opening leg ng third conference last week, natapos na. Nagkampiyon uli yung TNT Tropang Giga.
Yan.
Every opening leg ng bawat conference, nagcha-champion yung TNT.
Dapat dito, minamasahin na eh. Masyado na itong maraming
Yan,
kino-cover
oo
eh.
nga,
ha?
yan.
3x3. Tapos, naku, PBA season na.
Leg 2 ongoing ngayon dyan sa Robinsons Las Piñas.
Pupunta ka din doon? Ang
Hindi.
sipag mo naman.
Dati magnolia lang.
Pinapakita sa screen natin yung mga shots from the 3x3 third conference.
Lakas,
Nasa
no?
mall
Sila
na, no?
Ping
Nasa mall,
yan eh.
oo. Dinala na nila sa mall.
Samboy De Leon.
Yes.
Sino pa to?
Si Brian
Almond.
Mendoza.
Bata mo, Almond
Si
Vosotros.
Sotros.
Sarap din.
Tsaka si
Brian, yeah.
Brian Mendoza.
Sarap din sa mall eh, no?
Wait.
Kung fan ka, no?
Coach
Mau.
RDO.
Coach Mau Belen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ayun, si Coach Mau.
Ayan, sa mga
Congratulations.
malls na nila.
Habang chichicha ka,
Yan,
nunod ka.
Alright. Marami pa tayong pagkakwentuhan about the PBA. Kasi katulad ng nabanggit po namin kanina, may bisita tayong dalawang rookies, Shaun Ildefonso
Yeah.
of Shine Elasto Painters and Tyler Tio of Phoenix will be joining us. That and more when we come back from this gap. Kaya wag po kayong alis. Magbabalik po ang The
Chasedown.
Be back. Chasedown! Binabati po natin yung mga nakikinig po sa atin, ng mga ka-chasers natin
Oo nga.
na nanonood via PBA Rush, those that are watching us via Facebook live stream, o
Oo.
yung mga nakikinig po sa atin sa Radyo 5 92.3 News FM. Magandang
Yeah.
hapon po sa inyo. Isa sa mga ano natin, suki.
Oo nga, Riza.
Nakikinig.
Si Dang Cordero.
Salamat.
Thank you, Dang, JM
Ano nga
Kalma. JM Kalma.
Sabi mo pa,
Si J.
J,
At least may J,
Oo nga, no?
Thank you, Dang. Salamat.
Mamaya babati tayo ng mas marami pa sa mga nanonood sa atin. But let's talk about
Uy.
the recently concluded UAAP Cheerdance Competition. Nakapanood ba kayo?
Oo, kinukover
Isang
ko
to
dati yan.
Yan? Talaga ba?
Oo.
Ang saya. Kasi isa to sa mga pinaka-highlights, di ba? Pag pinag-uusapan ng UAAP calendar. And we have crowned new champions. Nagwagi po ang FEU cheerleading squad or cheering squad in that edition of the 2022 UAAP Cheerdance Competition. This is to end their 13-year
Uy.
drought. Imagine, ganun
Wow.
katagal.
Ang tagal na
nilang
pala.
inintay bago sila makapag-champion ulit. Although, they were very close already at some point. Back in 2009, nagkaroon na sila ng, kumbaga, first runner-up finish. Kumbaga, maganda na naman yung pinapakita nila.
Ayan,
But finally, in the recent edition, ayan na, nagkampiyon na itong FEU cheering squad. We're showing clips of their champion performance. At itong cheer dance na to, medyo kakaiba than what we have usually seen. Kasi there's less performers. There were only 15 performers. And the routine is even shorter. 3 minutes na lang siya. And that is because, again, of the restrictions of COVID. Yung fans also, you can see, nasa lower box na sila. But nevertheless, they still, it was successful and it was enjoyed by everyone. The Adamson Pap squad came in at first runner-up. At syempre, ayun nga, ang FEU, tinapos na rin ang pamayagpag ng NU Pep Squad in the recent editions of the cheer dance where NU won 6 out of the 7 previous competition. Ganun pa man, napakasayang event yan. A lot of, people watched it. Even if hindi na active in, in school, alumni, pinakaabangan yung,
ingay dyan.
yung
Oo nga,
UAAP
maingay yan.
cheer dance. So congratulations to
Congrats.
the FEU cheering squad. Now, still in UAAP, ongoing po ang mga volleyball games naman in the 84th UAAP volleyball season. Here are the games today. Kanina po, alas 10, naglaro na ang UE kontra Adamson. At 12:30, kanina na rin, naglaro na ang UP versus UST. We'll give you updates on what happened in those games in a while. At ngayon, ongoing naman po ang laro ng Ateneo versus NU at maya-maya, FEU kontra naman ng napakalakas,
NU?
the DNSU. So later on yan for today. And you can watch the volleyball games of the UAAP on these platforms. Pwedeng mapanood yan syempre sa UAAP Varsity Channel. That's channel 263 on high definition. Available din syempre on One Sports. Pwede ring mapanood sa Signal Play at Smart Giga app. So again, catch the UAAP games on those different platforms. Kung wala pa po kayong Signal Play app, mag-download na kayo. Libre po yan.
Libre pala?
Yes, libre. At pwede nyo mapanood yung mga UAAP games habang gamit nyo yung mga cellphones ninyo. Pagbukas ng PBA, pwede rin manood ng PBA dyan.
Pwede.
O, diba?
Kahit tulog ka, pwede mong iwang nakabukas.
Diba? So, mag-download na kayo. Alright! So, ang saya ng ang saya ng mga
Ayan na.
nangyari
Ang saya.
nitong nakaraang
Oo nga.
linggo with the
Grabe.
UAAP, with of course the PBA having its draft,
Yes.
signing of the rookies,
Yes.
and all that. And speaking of which, we have one of them rookies that
Ito
have
na.
recently signed, di ba?
Oo.
First time
Ayan,
natin siya makakwentuhan. Tama ba to?
Yes, oo. First
Uy.
time.
First
Ano
time.
size yan?
Ipakilala mo na, Waylon.
Eto, ano to isa sa paborito ko to nakarang UAAP. Di ba?
Talaga?
Ateneo. Paborito ko ni Garen ito
Oh, siya.
Dahil, Dasal.
Hindi, parang kalaban.
Of course, eto, sabi nga kanina, playing guard for Ateneo.
Yeah.
And now, na-draft siya ng Phoenix Super LPG Fuel Masters second round during the 2022 PBA draft. He's a three-time UAAP champion
No.
ng, yun nga, Ateneo Blue
One
Eagles.
big
Walang iba,
fight.
kundi si Tyler. Idol ko to. Tio.
Yeah.
Tyler Tio.
Hey, Tyler!
Ayun.
Hi, hello.
Tyler.
Thank you so much for having me.
Hindi naman.
Tyler, size 8 lang ako.
Tyler, anong size ba yung mga
Size
yan?
8 ako.
Sige po, hanap po ako dito. Baka meron.
Yeah.
Gusto ko yung brown.
Ako, Tyler, yung nasa ano mo,
Ano?
yung nasa screen, yung nasa kaliwa
Talagang
mo.
pumili ka na.
Oo, yung itim ako ha. Maski hindi ko size yan.
Actually,
Padala mo sa
wallpaper
akin.
lang yan.
Kailangan maghanap ng
Wallpaper.
bagong pwesto.
Lipat na lang.
Yan kasi ginamit mo pang background.
Oo nga, pinagkataon lang.
Mababawasan tuloy yan. Anyway, Tyler, congrats for being
Thank you,
selected
thank you.
sa PBA
Yan,
draft
tama.
by Phoenix Fuel. Kalain mo, teammate mo, si Nick De Music.
Wow! Nick de Musis, oh.
Ang
Buti-
loving ni
butihing
Miss
may
Risa
bahay.
Diaz.
Kitang nakakashoot nakahiga.
Oo. Pero Tyler, kamusta ang eto, from Ateneo, UAAP, now you're a PBA player. Lalaro ka na sa, syempre, pinakamalaking liga natin sa bansa. How's the feeling?
Definitely a dream come true po. Huge adjustment in terms of play style, but sobrang helpful po lahat ng veterans and especially the coaching staff. They've been really supportive and I can really feel the belief and trust from all of them.
And you'll be playing nga, no, sa Phoenix under Coach Topex
Yeah.
Robinson. So, nakapag-usap na ba kayo? Anong plano niya para sa'yo? How excited din ikaw to play for Phoenix?
I'm super excited because as I said earlier, the belief is there. Nung nakausap ko po si Coach Topex, basta sabi lang niya sa akin, shoot your shots, always shoot your shots with confidence. So I'm gonna remember that every time I take my shots.
Yeah.
Eto, bago natin tuloy, Tyler, kompletuhin na natin yung isa pang guest natin, of course.
Yan.
Forward.
Wala pa.
Wala pa
Wala
ba?
pa raw, wala. Practice lang.
Nakalagay.
Practice lang.
Bart,
Si Bart,
sige.
ikaw talaga,
Tyler,
Bart,
eto, magtatanong muna yung ibang ka-chasers natin.
Yan.
Jerry Ramos. Ako, masanay ka na sa pangalan na to, Tyler. Jerry Ramos, yung lagi mangungulit sa'yo pag sa mga storya.
Hello, Tyler.
Hello, sir.
Ay, kumusta ang pag-a-adjust sa buhay PBA?
Okay naman po. Definitely a blessing to be playing basketball for a living. This is what we dreamed of ever since I was young. So definitely just super thankful to be in this position.
And kumusta naman ang mga preparations niyo? Mga tune-up games, di ba? Naglalaro na kayo. Kumusta naman?
Yep. Okay naman po. Definitely a learning process for everyone. That was my first 2 games as a PBA player, so to speak. So it was a learning curve, and yun nga, we lost against NLEX, and then the game against Converge was a tie.
Tie.
So definitely a lot of things to learn from.
And speaking of NLEX, nakausap ko yung coaching staff ng NLEX niya, Coach Yeng. And isa si Tyler actually sa mga pinoint out nila na very promising daw. Very good. Na-impress yung coaching staff ng NLEX sa'yo, Tyler. Kaya
Thank you.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. Riza?
Nice. Hi, Tyler. Nice to meet you. Kamusta?
Hi, hello, nice to meet you.
Yan.
Doing good.
Doing good, yeah. And like what Jerry said, we are hearing good things about, the rookies also Phoenix. But speaking of rookies, because also in this interview, we want to bring in another rookie that signed recently with the Shine Elasto Painters. Kumbaga, kabatch
Oo
ni
nga,
Tyler to. Balang araw mag-uusap sila 10 years from now. You remember our batch? Ganyan, di ba?
no?
This time, he's no stranger when it comes to basketball. His family name is well known in the PBA. He played for the NU Bulldogs in the UAAP and was picked 10th overall in the recent draft. Now is suiting for the Shine Elasto Painters. Let's welcome Shaun Ildefonso on the Chasedown.
Andyan na si
Hey,
Shaun.
Shaun!
Sean,
Hello, good afternoon.
Yan.
Sorry po kung maingay kasi I'm at Mo Arena right now supporting my sister. sa volleyball.
Sa volleyball.
Oh, talaga.
Welcome Shaun to the show and Tyler again.
Supportive.
Okay, I want to talk first to Tyler kasi I wanted to ask this also to Shaun. Pero Tyler, take us back to that moment. Tinawag yung pangalan mo, 'di ba? Tapos akyat ka sa stage.
Tyler.
Kinamayan mo si Kom. Nag-fist bump kayo and you wore that jacket. You were perhaps in cloud nine, like living life, you know? Yan ang pangarap niyong lahat even Shaun, you know? Pero the reality has sink in na ba? And I hate to break it this way, but you're back to zero now. Nobody really cares if you won 3 UAAP championships sa PBA. Balik ka sa base, sa simula. How does that, come into play, Tyler?
Like you said, back to square one. I think it's a nice challenge to be in this position, but at the same time, I'm also thankful because it's a chance for me to learn and to be better as a basketball player. And I just see it as an opportunity to just learn every day, make sure that I put the work in, and eventually, if there's an opportunity, I can't let that slip.
Yeah. Shaun, ikaw, anong naging pakiramdam, 'di ba? Ang saya nung draft. We saw, a very touching moment with you and your
Umiyak
mom and your
umiyak,
father and your sisters. They were hugging you. Ang saya-saya.
Yun nga po, when I heard about the draft, syempre hindi siya masaya at start. It was very nerve-wracking. Alam ni Tyler to, it wasn't fun at first. Pero once we heard our name, we got the chance to walk to the podium, finally wear that jacket, wear that hat. Lahat ng worries namin beforehand completely went away. It was just replaced with the pure happiness and parang just to be there that you're proud to represent your family, your school, lahat ng achievements mo. And it was a surreal moment, but yun lang gusto ko sabihin, at the start it wasn't fun. It was really scary and very overwhelming, such an overwhelming feeling. But it was quickly replaced by happiness once we got the call.
Right. And how are you doing with Rainer Shine? We know that you had your team building already. Kamusta ang nagiging ensayo? How's Coach Chris Gavina? How's everything?
Gusto ko sabihin na I'm really happy and blessed. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm really happy and blessed to be in Rainer Shine because it has I believe that it's an organization that's filled with integrity, and ako coming from a good program, the NU National University, I'm excited to bring all those trainings I've made in college, tas galing ko sa PBA, sa Rainer Shine. Mga kuya ko doon, sila Kuya Bo, sila Kuya Gabe, all the veterans, they're really, parang it's an honor and a privilege to share the court with them. I'm just excited to finally maglaro na sa Araneta o kung saan man, sa MOA, and finally play in the official PBA season to share the court with them. Kasi dati pinapanood ko lang sila
Yan.
Tinadala lang kami na takit nanay sa games nila. Kaya yun, finally, to be called a PBA player and to share the court with them is, hindi ko masyado ma-express how thankful and blessed I am.
Yeah. Mamaya na iba ko pa yung tanong. Abak is here.
Yes. Ako, ang una ko sasabihin, tinitingnan mo si Tyler and si Shaun, pag alis nito sa school, mukhang madami malulungkot, ha?
Oo nga. Yung
Mga friends. Mga friends natin.
Mga girls.
Oh, syempre. Mga ganyan tipo, Di ba? Anyway, Tyler muna tanungin ko. Ano ba talaga yung parang high cut dyan sa likod mo?
Ikaw naman
Converse po, Converse.
Okay. Sabi ko na parang chucks na Anyway, Tyler, sa mga former Ateneo players na naglalaro na sa PBA, not your batchmates, sino ba dyan na nakakausap mo na someone to seek advice from or pointers or tips? Sino nakakausap mo dyan?
Well, sa mga hindi ko po batchmates, I would say probably si Kuya L.A. Tenorio. I was able to talked to him before the UAAP season actually, and I asked him, personally, what he thinks I can work on in order to be able to be ready for the pro league. And yun, so binigyan niya po ako ng pointers, and I was able to take that to heart, and hopefully I can bring it to the pros.
Hindi ba niya sinasabi siya parang si Tom Cruise sa Top Gun? Don't think, just do it.
That's good advice.
Anyway, kay Shaun naman, wala nang kailangan ibang tawagang
Oo nga.
mga alumni ito dahil sa bahay pa lang, I'm sure, yung father mo, Shaun, ano ba? Paano ba? Over dinner ba? Over breakfast? O palagi bang sinasabihan ka kung paano diskarte sa PBA?
Opo, like, usually kasi 90% of the time, mga conversations ko with tatay, it's all about basketball. So finally be in the PBA, syempre, ibang usapan na yan. Pero mas pero yung high school to college, medyo madiin pa siya madiin pa siya sa amin. Pero ngayon, naniniwala siya na I'm old enough to learn from kung ano man experience ko. And yun, at least nasa bahay lang siya. Kanyari, after practice namin. Kasi assistant din siya sa Converge. So yun, kinakamusta ko siya. Okay, kamusta practice yun? So yun, parang usapan lang, ganun. Then, ang advice ko lang po lagi sa sa lahat man ng bagay na gagawin mo, sarili mo lang ang kalaban mo. And I believe that.
Okay.
Yun lang talaga advice nila sa akin. Sa lahat ng gagawin mo, you have to do your best. You have to offer it to God. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, si Jerry Ramos, call him Tito, ha? Kasi na-cover niya yung daddy mo.
Ang bilis ng panahon, no?
Grabe, inabutan ko pa rin si Coach Danny Ay.
Actually, UAAP na kuberang ko pa si daddy ni Shaun sa NU.
Usapang Coach
Usapan ko, PBA na sasabihin.
Danny Ay. No, but serious question for Shaun. How does it feel? And does it, in all honesty, does it bother you every so often that your dad is Shine Ildefonso? And kung basketball pag-uusapan, just ko, ano to? Exactly.
Raise
Like,
the roof.
on another,
Raise the roof.
he's on another level and he's proven what he can do. Even beyond him being on the basketball court, actively playing, the influence that he had with, let's say, Junmar Fajardo and all that, talagang malakas, di ba? And until now, with Converge, how do you manage the pressure? They always on your ear, oh, your father's this, your dad did that. You have to be just as the same. I don't know, people might have that kind of expectations. Tell us about that kind of, kumbaga, situations in your life.
Yeah, well, I believe, siguro when I was younger, like, hindi ako ganun pa ka-mature. I always thought it yung mga negative thoughts na pumapasok sa isip ko na, am I good enough? Ganun. But now, I realized what true pressure is. Pressure is like, for example, like a single mom trying to feed her kids, an unemployed person trying to find a job. That's pressure. Pero ganito, like I'm in a stage like where I, parang practice lang, uwi na, tapos masweldo pa ako. Diba? Like, there's no pressure in that. And pag si tatay, lagi niya sinasabi, you're there to make your own name. And it's a challenge. But yun nga, when I was younger, I treated it as pressure talaga. Pero now, I completely replace it with, like, just a challenge. And blessing din. Siyempre, Ildefonso yung last name ko. But I always remind myself and other people I'm here because of my nagawa ko for myself and my talents.
Thanks, Shaun. I want to go to Tyler very quick. Kasi ito na yung, kumbaga, ito na talaga yung batch of rookies, and this is that generation, Abak and Jerry, and I hate to break it this way, na ang laking factor na rin ng social media, digital, and you know, kasi back then, when we were just really covering, hindi pa naman ganito kalaki yung
Wala.
Facebook and Instagram, and now you have TikTok. Your
Friendster,
followings...
Friendster pa nga.
Friendster, wala, hindi na nila inabutan
Hindi
yan.
nag-click yun.
But you have hundreds and thousands of following on
Followers,
social
so,
media. I'm sure not every day it's a nice, you know, it's a nice feed to look at. May mga negative dyan every so often. Tyler, you got your fair share maybe. But how do you, like, are you able to tune out and just focus on, you know, basketball still with all of these happening?
Tama.
Yeah, that's a good question. I think what's important for me really is to focus on whose voice matters. So for me, it's my own pressure, what I expect from myself. It's my family, it's my coaches, my teammates, and beyond that, the rest doesn't really matter to me. So no matter what anyone says from the outside, I don't really pay much attention to it because they're not the ones that I go to war with every day, and they're not the ones that I practice with every day. They're not the ones that see the hard work that I put in every day. So that's just my mindset when it comes to those negative things that are said.
Nice.
Tama.
Tyler, ako may tanong lang. Kanina you mentioned hindi yung sapatos. Pakakala ni Tyler, sapatos na naman. Hindi, kanina you mentioned si Tiniente, si LA. Before the UAAP season ba, tama, nag-uusap kayo?
Bait yan.
Pero now, you'll be playing against him. And syempre, pagdating sa PBA, ang sukatan, lalo galing Ateneo is si
Tiniente.
paring LA natin. Yun ang sukatan
For sure.
So, anong mindset mo, lalo na makakalaban mo na si Tiniente?
My mindset is, I think, the same going into every game. It's just to give my best to compete, no matter who it is. I know these guys are people that I looked up to, but at the same time, I have a job to do now, and that's to help my team win, and that's what I'm gonna look to come in to do every game.
Yan. So yan ang gusto ko marinig kay Tyler.
Pero ito,
Go, Tyler, go!
Shaun, ang dad mo naman, famous sa kanyang Raise the Roof.
Oo nga, ano ba?
Gusto mo bang ibalik yan? Balik mo, request namin.
Kilala po kasi ako sa pag-flex eh. So,
Yan.
Paano ba yan? Paano?
Tama. Flex.
yeah, syempre 100% pag makadunk ako in game, which is very hard. So I have to find the perfect opportunity. Pero when it happens, I'm definitely gonna do it. And siya talaga nagpa-uso yun eh. Yeah.
Antay namin yan.
Okay. Kaya both Tyler and Shaun, entering the PBA, sino yung player na you're looking forward na makalaro?
Yan, maganda.
Yan. Sige
Si
ka.
Tyler muna, Tyler. Sige.
Ayun, like I mentioned earlier, probably si Kuya LA because I
LA
look up
talaga.
to him so much. And obviously, he's one of the greatest point guards to ever play in the Philippines. Probably the greatest coming from Ateneo. So he's someone that I've looked up to almost my entire life. And the fact that I'll get to play against him it'll be an honor.
Hi kuya, ganun lang.
Hi, Kuya.
Pa-shoot. Hi kuya, pa-shoot ha.
And Shaun,
Paalam
ikaw.
ka.
Shaun, ikaw, sino naman?
Ako po, I've been really talking a lot with Paul Lee.
Yan.
So, one of the, kasi parehas kami mahilig sa sapatos eh. Kaya kami nag-connect.
Ako, tama. Si Paul.
Yeah. Well, as Kuya Paul Lee kasi one of the best guards that ever came out to college and nag-flourish sa PBA. We actually had a tune-up game against him last week. So nakapag-usap kami. And I'm just really excited to sana mapantayan ko siya kasi doon ako matututo eh.
Tama.
I look forward to play against these guys. Hindi lang para gusto ko magyabang or anything. It's just the main purpose of the learning. Kasi, ang tagal nila sa PBA. Kasi the goal is not to get drafted. The goal is like to have a long PBA career.
Correct.
Tama.
And I believe in that when we're playing against these guys, it's gonna give you a chance to improve. Honorable mention ko sila, Scotty Thompson, Kuya Kyle Villapueva, kami pa, but I look forward to playing against them.
Si Tyler, you're from Xavier ba nung high school?
Yes.
Tama ba? Oh,
Yup.
okay. And alam natin, daming mga
Gagaling dyan.
PBA superstars na ng Xavier,
Product.
like Geronteng, si Joseph Pio,
Sina
of course,
TY
Chris Chu.
dati,
Chris Chu,
diba?
yeah, TY Tang.
TY.
Oo.
Wait lang. Saka si Oliver Gan. Ay, hindi pala nag-basketball yun. Produkto lang.
May libro yun.
Okay, Wiz?
It's okay. Is school done for you guys? Or are you still enrolled? Pumapasok pa kayo? Graduated?
I've already graduated po.
Wow.
What major were you in Ateneo, Tyler?
Management Economics.
Uy,
How about you,
Eko.
Shaun?
Ako po, I'm just waiting for my graduation ceremony, but I'm done with school and everything, and I graduated marketing management.
Wow, naku, iyak na naman mama mo niyan. Pag graduate ka, alam mo naman si mama talagang, no, but
Nahanap
very,
niya na lang yung diploma ko eh. Sabi ko, ikaw na lang pumunta ng NU. Ito ko pag-usap.
very, very proud mom. Team, makikichismis na lang din, team buildings happen. Nagkaroon ba ng initiation sa mga
nako.
rookies?
Nako.
Eh, Tyler, nanap po yung video. Sabi ni Nikki, nagkantahan daw kayo eh.
Oh.
Yeah, so they made us dance.
Yan!
And they made us sing, basically.
Eh,
So
di ba
I'm
na kayo-
thankful. Medyo mabait na nga yung, mabait na yung mga bets namin eh. Hindi wala naman masyadong mahirap na pinagawa sa amin. So I'm very thankful.
Eh, Risa, ba't mo naman nahanapan ng video? Pwede naman pasample lang.
Next time.
How about Shaun? Kamusta? Was there an initiation in Rain or Shine when you guys had the team building for the rookies?
Pinasayaw po kami. Yun lang, pinasayaw kami, pero grabe yung pasayaw sa akin. So, I can't share any more details, pero yun, pinasayaw kami. Lalo sila Kuya Bo, you can't see
Nako.
sila Kuya Bo Belga.
Si Bo, ang
Pinasayaw
kulit
lang
nun.
namin.
May pang-blackmail na pala sa'yo, yung mga teammates mo. But I know it's going to be, a great journey ahead of you guys. And we are so excited to be watching you both soon in the PBA. Your messages, unahin na natin si Tyler, your message for your family, supporters, PBA fans.
Just want to say hello to my family. Thank you so much for all the support you've shown me throughout the years. I definitely wouldn't be here without you guys, and I do everything for my family. And to the supporters, to the PBA fans, I hope you guys can watch us this June 5, the opening, and throughout the season as well. So can't wait to play for the PBA. Really excited.
Very good.
And how about you, Shaun?
Ako, to my family, yun nga, we wouldn't be here if it weren't for you guys. To my school, to NU, thank you for molding me to finally be here in the PBA. And to all the PBA fans, I wish you guys to support the Shine Elasto Painters and support us this upcoming season as we play on June 5 against Converge, I heard. So it's going to be exciting. Yeah, so it's going to be exciting. So thank you guys. Support me, not just me, but my family as well. And to Tyler, thank you po. Maraming salamat.
Nice. Thank you so much. Shaun Ildefonso and Tyler Tio.
Tyler, yung sapatos.
Hindi, ito na, ito.
Kakalimutan niya.
Ito ang talaga kay Tyler.
Ano?
I-reimburse ko na Tyler yung mga resibo na kinain namin ni Nikki dun sa restaurant mo.
Oo nga.
Kasi marami kami, ang sarap. Sobrang sarap
Restaurant
ng
ni Tyler?
pizza. No, their pizza, their pasta, and their steaks are
Steak.
top-notch. Amare and Capitolios. Super sarap.
Makapunta nga mamaya.
May ano kami dun ha, pumirma
Let
kami
me know
dun.
when you get there.
Pumirma
Sige,
kami sa mga
Tyler,
plato dun eh.
Sinabi mo yan.
So, nandun yung total sa mga plato sa walls. But thank you, and the best of luck for you both. And
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing with us your time, and we hope it's not going to be the last. Soon magkikita-kita tayo sa venues. You'll see a lot of Jerry's face.
Tito Jerry.
Tito Jerry,
in the
you
venue.
call him Tito Jerry.
Thank you so much, Tyler Tio of Phoenix Super LPG.
Swerte.
Tio
you.
Masters, and of course,
Competitive teams.
Shaun Ildefonso. You see the kind of rookies that we have also for this season. So exciting.
And it also tells kung Tito Jerry.
Oo nga eh.
Tito
Panay na
na.
yun.
Pero mo, nakover mo si Daddy Ay. Ngayon yung anak na.
Sa UAAP,
Alam mo yung tinatawag niyang Kuya si
Sabi, estudyante pa si
Tinatawag niyang Kuya si Calvi. Alvin. Mga kabatch ko yun eh.
Oh, kaya ano ka na rin,
Ate.
ate.
Pag ito inati ako, patikim tong batang to sa. But anyway, it was a fun conversation, but we're not done yet kasi may
Uy.
bisita pa tayo pagbalik. Marami pa po tayong pagkukwentuhan, kaya wag po kayong alas. Magbabalik po ang The
Chasedown.
We'll be back.
sa paboritong tambayan tuwing araw ng Sabado, ang The Chasedown! At eto na, paborito ko tong segment na to, napagbigyan ako last week.
Wow.
Garen Elorde,
Yeah.
sasamahan ulit tayo.
Hello mga ka-chasers. Welcome back sa inyo. Actually, welcome back.
Buti na lang.
So ngayon, nagbabalik naman ako sa segment natin na Lakwatsa. At may nakasama tayong dalawang SEA Games athletes na magkaibigan. Si Agatha Wong at saka si Jamie Lim. Well, unahin natin ngayon si Jamie Lim si Agatha Wong na nakakuha ng gold at silver sa Vietnam. So, panoorin nyo to.
Diyan ba?
Okay mga ka-chasers, kasama natin today ang queen natin sa Wushu na nagbag ng isa na namang gold sa Southeast Asian Games. Kasama natin ngayon si Miss Agatha Wong. Hi Agatha, good afternoon.
Hi, thank you so much for having me here today.
Thank you also for giving us time. Alam namin you're back in the bubble for another tournament. But let's talk about your SEA Games experience first. Kamusta yung pakiramdam na nakapag-gold ka na naman? Well, nag-uwi ka ng silver plus another gold for this SEA Games.
I wasn't really expecting the kind of results that I delivered the SEA Games kasi given the time constraint that we were given as a team, for me it was kind of, when I look at it, it looked kind of impossible, pero I'm glad na I survived SEA Games. So I'm glad na that's over.
Was there any pressure coming in? Siyempre, you got gold from 2019. Meron bang pressure or kaba coming into this SEA Games? Lalo na nga na you said konti lang yung preparation time mo.
I didn't feel the pressure as much as when I felt it in 2019. Kasi sa 2019, it was held here in the Philippines. So, naturally, ganun talaga the gravity of the pressure that I faced in 2019 was much more than what I faced this year. So, yung ginawa ko for me not to be rattled by the pressure is that I didn't really accept interviews before I went to Vietnam. So, while I was in the training bubble, wala akong inaccept na interview na kahit ano. Kasi I know that if I joined an interview, I know that yung mga questions niya would be, do you expect yourself to win? Which I don't really know how to answer kasi hindi naman ako manghuhula. So that's what I did. It was also for the benefit of me and my teammates' mental health. So yun.
So, kita nga namin, maganda yung focus mo during your competition. And you said, we noticed also na parang meron kang grace under pressure. So how do you stay so composed? What do you do? Meron ka bang routine? Meron ka bang iniisip? What is it that you do?
I think, sabi ng coach ko sa akin, one of my advantage is kahit na napapressure ako, I can still kind of deliver sa form. Pero nakikita na din daw niya na it's getting to me na. Kasi nga, from 2019, I didn't really expect to be put on a platform along with sina Jamie Lim, EJ Obiana, sina Heidelin Diaz. So my coach just spoke with me the other day and he told me na we're gonna work on how I deal with pressure more. So it's kind of like management. Kasi for me, okay naman ako dealing with pressure pero I wasn't able to deal with it properly back in 2019. So I wanna build that up this year and in the coming years.
Okay, and like you mentioned, you're inside the bubble na. What's next for you after the SEA Games?
So, I'm in the bubble until June 1 kasi we have an online competition. So, this competition is just for my discipline. So, yung discipline ko is called Tai Chi. So, etong competition na to, it's kind of a world online Tai Chi competition. So, imbis na dalawa yung events ko like what I usually compete in, I will be competing in 4 events. So, that's two bare hand events, 1 sword, isang team event. So, kasabay ko lahat si Daniel Paratak, which is also one of my teammates who joined the SEA Games this year, and also si Jones Inso who bagged the silver and the bronze the SEA Games. So yun, kasama ko sila sa team event mag-compete.
Well, proven na nga na napakagaling mo sa sport mo na Wushu. But how did you start? Paano ka napasok dito sa sport na to?
So I come from a family of athletes. My dad was a swimmer, tapos my mom, she did sports in her college years. So I'm the eldest of my 3 siblings. So when I was born, they decided to enroll me in swimming lessons when I was 3 years old. So that was my first contact with sport. Tapos after that, ang dami ko nang na-try na sports. So I tried swimming, karate, ballet, ice skating, tapos wushu. And then eventually, when I grew up, mga 13 or 14, I eventually chose wushu out of all of those sports kasi parang that's where my heart really lies. So, yun. Tapos tuloy-tuloy na siya until now.
Okay, well, very successful ka na sa sport na yan, and we thank you for doing what you're doing, and good luck in your upcoming competition. So can we ask for a message for all the younger audience that look up to you?
I think what I would like to tell them is that there will always be people who will, try to put their expectations on you. Tapos there will always be people who will try to tell you what is best for you. Pero you have to look within yourself and decide for yourself what will make you happier, what will make you safer, what will give you a sound mind. So for me, let these people just be merely a guide for you, not really someone that will dictate your life. Yun yung pinaka-advice ko sa mga tao kasi growing up, I've always had people dictate, that my sport isn't really a sport or that I don't really have what it takes. Pero as I grew older, I realized na ako yung nag-create ng future ko. So it's really important to stress na you have to make your own life decision.
Well, Agatha, thank you for your time. You are a true inspiration to a lot of people, and good luck in your upcoming competitions. Thank you.
Thank you as well.
Agatha Wong, thank you so much. She's one of our favorites.
Interesting.
Actually, very calm siya kausapin. Pati ako mapaparelax ako pagkausap ko siya. Parang very, hindi naman monotone, pero mapaparelax kapag kausap mo siya. Kaya sinasabi ng coach nga niya, pag siya under pressure, si Agatha Wong, parang meron pa rin grace under pressure, nalaland niya yung nasistick niya yung landing sa competition. So, very maganda yung training physically pati mentally.
So poised.
Yun, so
ang
poised, tama.
For Agatha. Congratulations, Agatha,
Congratulations,
on continued success, with what she does. And I'm not sure, pero tama meron niyang fundraising before to help?
Sila ni Jamie Lim.
Ni Jamie.
During the
Around the pandemic.
Mga frontliners yung
Right. So talagang kumbaga she's like so beautiful in and out.
Yeah.
Galing.
Nadalim mo. Kanina ko pa gusto sabihin, ang ganda eh.
Kaya nga, ang ganda talaga di ba? Ito pa isa pang maganda.
Ayun, so speaking of Jamie Lim, nakausap rin natin siya. At this time naman, merong challenge na pinagawa si Jamie Lim. Kung ano yun, abangan nyo, panoorin nyo to.
Ano kaya?
Alright mga ka-chasers, may kasama na naman tayo from our Philippine national team. Kasama natin ang karate athlete na si Jamie Lim. Hi Jamie!
Hi Garen, thank you for having me today.
Yo, nice. Are you back in Manila now?
Yes, I just got back, I think 2 days ago. So, pagod from the flight, pagod from everything. Still recovering now.
Okay, well, we saw your competition, but can you tell us more about the experience when you were there? Was it any different from your 2019 competition?
Yes, it was very different. Number one, I'm so sorry, but yung officiating, I'm so sorry. Medyo hindi kami sanay sa ganun klaseng officiating. It was very, it looked like it was a bit biased towards one country. Pero, so we were trying to adjust on the spot. Like, there were calls that we didn't agree with, even though there were kicks here in front instead of sa face, binibigyan ng points. So parang those were one of the biggest challenges that we had to go through. We had to fight through that. And if we lost to this country, like Vietnam, we had to move on quickly to the next match. So, yun, accepting that took a lot of maturity for us and ibang klaseng challenge siya kesa sa other competitions.
Yeah, pero parang same nga, no? Like with boxing, pag subjective yung sport, parang they find a loophole to actually make their own athlete win. But anyway, you still did a good job. But then would you say na nag-iba yung level of competition in this SEA Games? Or iba talaga dahil sa judging?
Honestly, no. Actually, the level of the game was the same as 2019 or even less, I think. And then I also went through more difficult competitions previously. So, nung November 2021, nag-World Championships ako and I landed top 7 there. And then nag-Asian Championships ako for the first time and nag-silver ako. And my Southeast Asian competitors, none of them placed in that Asian Championships. So, I looked at them and I was reviewing and I said, okay, kaya tong SEA Games. But this SEA Games was just very, you're right, like yung sinasabi sa boxing, it's so subjective and we did expect some home court advantage, like kung magkakasabayan kami, they might give it to Vietnam, but this was so much that we did not expect because even blocked kicks, they would still give points, so that we can't control now. And if they gave it a point, wala kami magagawa dun. So that's the sad part.
But how's your injury now? And we also see a black eye, ah?
Yeah, hello. So, I got this black eye in the competition. So, against Vietnam, hindi ko nga napansin eh. Mas napansin ko yung mga kicks na binibigyan ng point. So, parang, okay lang to. Yan yung hindi okay for me. But that's fine. So, I think it's getting smaller. It's just really dark now. It's been a week na ata. And then, for the right hand, well, namamaga din siya because for a long time, I was resting it, not hitting hard. But in that competition, it's my special technique. So, malakas talaga yung mga punch ko sa right hand. And right now, it's nagmamaga. So, I'm just gonna rest it for now.
So anyway, Jamie, we want to congratulate you despite getting bronze. It's still a big achievement, of course. And with your black eye, kita naman namin na all out ka lumaban all the time. So do you have any message to all your fans and all the youth that's watching?
Yes, I want to thank everyone who's supported. So appreciate ko. I feel the whole country behind my back. They've been super supportive during the training period and even after. So I felt so bad because of the loss, but they never made me feel that. So I feel so appreciated and so happy na they look at it as a win pa rin and they're all behind my back. Syempre, my family first and foremost. My mom, my ninong and my tito, they went to Vietnam to watch and support me. So malaking bagay yun. And feel ko like all the training and all the hard work, it's not sayang because I feel like it's for the whole country and I feel like they really appreciate it too. So I'm so thankful for that.
All right, Jamie, thank you. Is there anything else you want to say?
Yes, Garen, I do have a challenge for you if that's okay with you. Ready ka ba?
Go.
Karate. Okay. Yes. So I want you to do 2 kicks. One is level 1 and then the other one is level 2. Okay, so
level 1. What's level 1?
Okay, level 1, I want you to do a roundhouse kick. So if you check my TikTok, marami akong kicks doon. I want you to do one.
Promote your TikTok.
Yeah, guys, follow me on TikTok, Jamie Lim. Ang dami kong sipa doon. Panoorin nyo at gagawin din ni Karen.
Okay.
So yeah,
What's a
I want you to
roundhouse?
do a roundhouse kick to the super power. I want power sa legs and kick it super hard. If you have a bag there.
Hindi ba ako ma-injure dyan, Jamie? Baka ma-injure.
Hindi, kaya mo yan. Wala yan.
Okay, that's level 1. What's level 2?
That's level 2 is called the spinning kick. Or sa taekwondo naman, they call it turning long. But it's sa karate, it's called the spinning kick. So I want to spin and then hit with your heel. Yan.
Okay, well, I'll check out your TikTok videos with your kicks and I'll see what I can do.
And I'm excited. I'm looking forward.
Okay, wish me luck.
I will.
Thank you. Bye, Jamie.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay mga ka-chasers, Jamie, since challenge mo ako, gagawin natin yan. Pero para sure ang aking safety, may kasama tayong URCC Hall of Famer na si Coach Kaloy the Bad Boy Badurya.
Hello mga chasers, bakbaka na!
Let's go!
Iharap bakang mo lang yan. Pag pitik ng paa mo, sabay babae. Dito pa bigat. Harap ko na po kayo paa mo. Pag pitik mo. Yun, mahaba pa. Ito na bigat. Yung paa mo na yan, ganyan mo lang. No. Yun! Yan, sabayan mo ng ganyan. 6, yan. 7. Yan, huwag mo kalimutan yung swing ng mga.
Okay.
Tapos yan ang bababa. Dito ang bigat.
Ito, taas lang.
Taas lang yan. Yan, guard. Yan sa guard.
Okay.
Yun! Okay, last one.
Nice! Okay mga mga chasers, bago pa magkapasa yung aking paa, gawin na natin yung level up challenge ni Jamie, yung spinning kick. Tara.
Yo! Kita mo na nag-basta tingnan kita. Okay.
Yun!
Oo. Yeah, tingnan mo.
Last two. Tingnan ko muna. Ikot, tingin.
Tingin, tapos yung tadya.
Last one. Ikot, tingin. So ayun na, Jamie, mga ka-chasers. Nagawa ko naman kahit papano. Pero syempre, iba pa rin pag si Jamie gumagawa. Pero kung kaya ko, mas kaya nyo. Di ba, Coach?
Siyempre, kaya-kaya yan.
Kaya kita-kits sa susunod natin, ha? Lakwatsa.
Good job!
Thank you.
Karen, ha?
Actually, kinabahan ako dun eh. Kasi pag tinatry ko yung mga kicks, very tight nga yung legs ko. Tapos natatakot ako matapilok or maano yung paa ko. Pero kahit pa paano, dahil nga kay Coach Kaloy at saka kay Jamie sa mga TikTok mo, nagawa ko ng maayos. So, yun.
Hindi ka gumanon.
Munti ka na.
Yay!
But you look good, like as if dati mo na siya.
Wow.
ginagawa.
Grabe.
Sige, dito.
Wag na.
Try natin.
Bart, hindi ka rito.
Dito, ha?
Tayo ka lang.
So yun. Well, itotodo ko na. May isa pa akong ginawa sa Lakwatsa. So 3 na yung ginawa natin. So this
Dami
week,
ka.
This week, nandito na naman ang FIBA. For the first time, nandito ang FIBA Asia Cup Trophy. So natuloy na ang tour after the longest time. Dahil paparating na ang FIBA Asia Cup next month.
Yes.
So yun, pinakita na nila. At tingnan natin kung saan pumunta ang FIBA Asia Cup.
Sige na.
Okay mga chasers, nandito nga tayo ngayon sa TV5 Media Center kung saan nagsimula na ang FIBA Asia Cup Trophy Tour. At yun na nga, kita nyo, nandito sa background natin ang trophy mismo na pinipilahan at pinupuntahan ng mga tao para lang mapicturan. Kaya tara, silipin natin. So ito na yung FIBA Asia Cup Trophy. Yun. Sa unang pagkakataon na magkaroon ng FIBA Asia Cup Trophy Tour, aba syempre, kinailangan nating masilip ito. Magandang pagtanggap ng marami ang makita ang FIBA Asia Cup Trophy ng malapitan. Marami ang natuwa kaya't di pinalampas magpa-picture at mag-selfie sa trophy na gawa sa silver. Kaya naman, mas lalo pang na-excite ang mga basketball fans sa paparating na FIBA Asia Cup. Okay mga ka-chasers, kita niyo naman ongoing ang FIBA Asia Cup Trophy Tour ngayong May 24 to 26. At despite the delays dahil sa pandemic, at least natuloy na tong first ever FIBA Asia Cup Trophy Tour. At ano pa ba? Abangan nyo ang FIBA Asia this coming month. Kaya kita-kits sa susunod natin ha. Lakwatsa!
Dito, wala ba?
Naglakad siya rin yung trophy, ah.
Oo nga eh. Kaya nga, mas marami pa napuntahan. Fort Santiago, Moa Arena, Luneta Park,
Intramuros.
Talaga.
Grabe talaga. Yun ang tour talaga.
But that's the FIBA Asia Cup trophy. And that, kumbaga, leads us to the next window of the FIBA Asia Cup. Sobrang exciting yan. That's gonna be soon. So, tutukan yan at marami pang iba. Ano pang nakakasasalakwatsa ni Garen? Teaser naman for next week.
Meron tayong mga track and field na mga makakausap, mga nag-marathon, nag-gold sa SEA Games. So baka may idea na kayo kung sino yung mga yan. So abangan nyo.
Yan. At syempre, kung may gusto pa kayong mga maka-interview, makakwentuhan ni Garen sa Lakwatsa, send nyo lang yan through our social media pages. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk to Eric Cray. At marami pang iba, kaya wag po kayong alis. Magbabalik po ang The Chasedown.
Eric.
Chasedown. Grabe, fully loaded na yung naging kwentuhan natin. We had Tyler Tio and Shaun Ildefonso of the PBA. We also spoke to SEA Games medalist Agatha Wong and Jamie Lim. But we're not done yet kasi ang makakausap natin ngayon, nako, multiple times na nakapag-uwi ng gold medal for the Philippines.
Yes. We have, grabe to, 7-time Southeast Asian Games gold medalist in track and field. He's with the Philippine national team for almost a decade na siguro ngayon, no? And he's live with joining us from Texas, ano,
Nice.
Jerry? We've been there. Alam ko, you have a sister there, Jerry.
Yes,
ano?
tama.
Kaya ito, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Eric Cray.
Hi!
Hi, Eric.
Hey, everybody.
Oh, Eric.
So you're back home from Hanoi, huh?
Yeah, I'm back home. Actually, just still training. Just getting ready for the rest of the season after the SEA Games. So yeah, but I'm back in Texas, San Antonio now, not El Paso.
Yes, of course. I had the privilege of watching Eric compete in Hanoi and watching him win the gold. And can you tell us, Eric, how was it winning your 7th gold medal for Team Philippines in the Southeast Asian Games?
Oh man, it's always fun. Really enjoyed it. Had a lot more fun last SEA Games, being that it was in the Philippines. But enjoyed Vietnam. Was able to go out there and compete. A little upset that I had an injury prior to the games, and then when I got there, it flared up again. So I actually had to pull out a race. So it kind of messed up my gold medal chase. I was chasing a little more gold medals this time, but was happy I was able to get through my main event and come home with the gold.
And of course, Eric, the next SEA Games is not too far away. Cambodia next year. Do we see you defending the title once again?
Yeah, no doubt. The goal was to break the record this year, but with the injury, a little setback, had to change focus just to win. But next year is definitely to break the record. You know, I'm actually getting ready to gear up to chase making the Olympics one more time. Last year, I had a lot of things go wrong, from catching COVID, pulling my hamstring. My agent passed away. Just a lot of things went wrong last year in the build-up for the Olympics. So, no doubt doing next year's SEA Games and definitely, starting my chase for the Olympics.
Yes, that's sad to hear, and also good to hear that you're looking forward as much as we are looking forward to seeing you race in more competitions. And Eric, we have some other questions here from Riza.
Hi, Eric. It's Riza.
Hello.
Congratulations.
Hey, nice to see you. Thank you.
I'm looking at your Instagram, and you've been competing in the SEA Games for 5 years now. If it's every 2 years, most likely like 10 years running, and you've been dominating. But it says here too that you're planning to hang up those laces. Next year could be your last run?
Yeah, next year SEA Games might be my last run for SEA Games. I don't know, afterwards. I'm not going to say it's the last, but I plan to be the last one. Going into the Olympics is my main focus. I'm just happy that the SEA Games actually lines up perfect. But my whole focus is all on the next Olympics.
Nice. And Waylon would have some questions for you before I have mine.
Hey, what's up, Eric?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm good, man. You're my main man. Eric, my main man. But Eric, seriously, as we mentioned, and Abak, you're a 7-time gold medalist in the Southeast Asian Games. Any favorite of the 7 medals you've won?
Thinking about that. My favorite was the SEA Games back at home in the Philippines. Just to build, I feel like the way we hosted it as a country, all the volunteers, all the people that showed out to all the venues and cheered on all the home athletes was amazing. like you get, it's no better feeling than competing in front of your own countrymen, people being able to cheer and, take pictures with you right after the event and everything like that, and be able to see, family there, was always great. That was my actually funnest SEA Games. Most memorable was breaking the record in 2015, and I don't want to say the toughest one. The closest one was 2017, where they stacked all my events on the same day. So that was like the roughest one. But still was able to come out the champion. But definitely looking forward to the next one. I didn't even think I would make it this long running. So just by God's grace, I'm just happy that I'm able to run and represent the Philippines for as long as I am.
But Eric, you mentioned that you're planning to compete in Paris. So when will your training start?
Well, it's already starting. It's more like it's a build-up. It's a constant build-up for the Olympics. So definitely next year, the window of qualification opens. So that's going to be the whole goal, is to qualify early the year before, so I don't have to worry about the year of the Olympics to worry about qualifying like I did last year because of COVID and a lot of stuff that happened. I'm hoping to qualify the year before, which is next year, to go ahead and get it out the way and then solely focus on training for the Olympics.
Yeah, that's good to hear, man. We're rooting for you, Eric.
Thank you.
Here's Jerry.
Hi, Eric. You're the man, huh?
Hey,
You're the man.
Thanks, man.
Eric, when did you arrive in Texas?
Couple days after the game, I believe the 20th. I came back to Texas. Wanted to go back to the Philippines, but with my injury, I had to come back and start getting a little treatment because the World Championships is in July. So my actual build-up for getting ready to go to World Championships is starting. Gonna run some qualification meets in June, and hopefully I get the qualification to go to Worlds along with EJ.
So no plans of visiting the Philippines before joining the World?
Yeah, I was just definitely since Asian Games got postponed, training actually we're actually going to try to get out there for about a week and a half, 2 weeks maybe. I would like to bring my family out there, my daughters, they're older now.
Okay.
So I definitely wanted them to be out there and just enjoy the Philippines. So definitely looking forward to trying to take a vacation and just be out there with my family.
Nice.
Eric, did you enjoy Hanoi?
Yes, definitely. We had fun. We had blast after the games. I had to relax and settle down about the injury, but I definitely had fun there.
One last question, Eric. You've been competing with the national team for a long time now. Is there any pressure on your part to deliver every time you compete for the Philippines?
Yes, there's always pressure. But for all athletes, there's going to be pressure every time you're representing your country. So in that, you just got to suck it up. Everybody wants the athletes to do good. So when you go into games, the mindset is, you want to do the best you can do. And when you've been winning for so long, the target is on your back. So for me, the pressure, I just enjoy it, man. I've been competing so long. I train hard. So when I get to games, the pressure is just to win. And I put the pressure on myself as well, but, it's fun. So I wouldn't change it for nothing.
Okay, appreciate it, Eric.
Eric, I see here from your Instagram, Cray light performance. This looks wonderful.
Yeah.
You're sharing your talent out there too. And if I'm not mistaken, it's a partnership between you and your wife. Your wife is very much involved in it.
Yeah, so my wife actually took over my training 2019. She actually trained me for that SEA Games in 2019. She's now my coach. She's actually she coaches another athlete as well.
Nice.
Kurt Burrell, he's actually joined the SEA Games this year for the 4x1 team. And we're actually, starting to train athletes more and more. That's down the road in my retirement. I feel like I could give back to a lot of athletes that's inspiring to compete at a high level. So Cray Elite Performance is, my outlet to be able to reach out to athletes and stuff and be able to help them get to the next level.
That's nice.
But right now, the focus is mainly me. We have a couple of athletes. We had a couple of high school kids that we trained to actually sign scholarships to Division I.
Nice.
So it's always great to be able to help younger athletes get to the next level.
Nice.
And I plan and hope to do that, for a long time after I retire.
They say, you find someone who could run just as fast as you are, and you did. And this little one, too, curated little one. I seen it too. That little girl is looking so nice. Is she showing signs of interest in running as well?
Yeah, my daughter, she just turned 6. We're actually having her birthday party today.
Oh, nice.
Later on today.
birthday.
So she's really excited. But I'm hoping, if she does track, that's great. But hopefully she just wants to enjoy any sport. For me, I would love to see her play any sport, and she will be representing the Philippines as soon as she's able to, and she wants to play a sport. So for me, I'm not gonna push her in the track. She's at the track with us, when we're practicing and stuff. So she does a lot of stuff, but I'm just hoping she wants to compete in any sport and represent the Philippines like me.
We're looking out for your daughter in the next 15 years. Hopefully, we're still out here covering the games. But you did so well, and we're always proud of you, and would like to thank you for this opportunity to talk to you. Maybe next time we could chat a little longer. The guys would want to ask more questions. But for now, your message, please, to the Filipino fans who's rooting for you, again, as you continue to your campaign to the Olympics.
I just want to tell everybody thank you that's always been cheering for me. It's a real long road. I've been running and competing for a long time, so I'm just blessed to be able to compete and represent the Philippines. And thank everybody that's, has my back. Being an athlete, you got to have a lot of people that support you, and I'm just happy and grateful that, the Philippines and a lot of people support me.
Right, laban, Pilipinas.
Thank you.
Thanks, Eric.
Thanks,
Thank
Eric.
you,
Thank you.
Enjoy
Y'all
the
have a good
party.
one.
Enjoy the
Yeah.
party.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. That's Eric Cray for you, our gold medalist for the Southeast Asian Games. Kumbaga, hari ng 400.
Yes, unbeatable.
Tama.
Grabe.
Grabe yung talent ni Mamay Man.
At yung yung wife is also his coach.
Yeah.
Of course.
And
Yeah.
soon enough, baka nga makita natin yung
Anak.
little one.
Anak naman.
All right, let's move on to some more of the other topics.
No.
Kai Sotto,
Uy.
anong update
Kai
sa
Sotto.
kanya in the draft?
Kai Sotto.
I seen that he's been invited to some workouts
Yes, so
in some teams. Parang Orlando has invited him to work out for them.
Yes,
Abak, can you
yes.
give us an update on Kai?
yes. Pino-project. Ang sabi
Pino-project.
ng Sports Illustrated na mapipili si Kai Sotto bilang 49th overall pick ng Sacramento Kings. Hindi lang the number of but the team itself para sa kanilang mock draft ng 2022 NBA draft. Ang Sports Illustrated, ang natatanging US media outlet na nagsama sa 7'3" Pinoy basketball player para ma-draft. May mga iba din naglalabas kasi ng mga mock draft nila. Yung
Wala siya.
USA
no?
Today, yung CBN News.
Spin that
ganyan.
page.
Yan, spin that page.
Wala. Yung sinama.
Wala.
Nakatakda naman mag-workout si Kai para sa iba't ibang NBA teams para pataasin ang kanyang face value bago ganapin ang 2022 NBA draft. Ilan sa mga dinaluhan ng workouts ni Kai ay mga New York Knicks at Orlando Magic. Of course, Kai Sotto, our very own, is trying to become the first homegrown Filipino basketball player ever to play in the NBA. The draft is scheduled June 23 sa Brooklyn. And good news ito because in the initial nag-release ang mga media outlets ng kanilang mga mock draft. Kai was not even in the top 90 yata. No? And ako, I believe na gaganda pa ito. Especially if meron din naman sila nito mga ano to, yung where you feature your talent, yung
Draft combine.
Yung draft combine, ano? If they see, once they get a better and closer look of Kai, baka itong 49 na to bumaba pa. Hopefully, maging number first round pick pa. And that's among the 30 teams.
Oh, good luck!
Good luck, Kai Sotto.
Kai Sotto tayo.
Sana ma-draft, no?
Oo.
And speaking of NBA,
Yan.
syempre, ito NBA news pa rin tayo. Dahil ang Golden State Warriors, pasok na sa NBA Finals.
Pahinga na.
Ito ang kanilang 6th time in the last 8 seasons na muling maglalaro ang Golden State Warriors sa NBA Finals. Tinapos ng Warriors ang kanilang Western Conference Finals matchup kalaban ng Dallas Mavericks in 5 games.
5 games lang si
Durog
Luka.
si Luka eh. Natapos ang score, Game 5, tambaki siya, hindi. Medyo dumikit din pala. 120-110 kung saan 6 na Warriors ang umiscore ng double figures sa pangunguna ni Klay Thompson with 32 points. Kabilang ang 8 3-point field goals. Ganda nito for Klay because after what happened to him in 2019, yung injury niya, and then
Nakabalik siya.
di ba? Finally, din nasa finals uli ang Warriors. Ang kanya namang ano pa to? Splash Brothers. Oo, si Steph Curry naman ang tinanghal na MVP. Binigay sa kanyang Magic Johnson Trophy. Si Steph Curry. Samantala, ito, ang makakalaban ng Golden State Warriors ay ang Boston Celtics!
Nanalo na ba?
Wala. Mayamit. Dahil kanina, nanalo. Daming nagbunyi, nakalaban, Hater ko. Haters ko.
Sa boot yata, parang may nagbubunyi.
Parang may natatawa pa eh. Dahil nanalo ang Miami to force a 7-game.
Ganda ng Game 7.
Sa Miami yan.
Monday, Manila time.
Yes, oo. So yan.
Miami gagawin?
Yes.
Nako, delikading ka dyan.
Delicates.
Dasal tayo,
Eric
mga
Spolstra,
Boston.
syempre natin, Filam. Diba?
Kanina, lakas ng loob mo. Diyan tayo.
Tayo, mga boy.
But of course, catch the NBA here on Signal and its different platforms, the exciting NBA games. Now, we are headed to Sports Blitz for this week. Aba, ito yung mga may init nating balita din. Una of our Sports Blitz is Zion Williamson of the New Orleans Pelicans. Aba, panayagan na pong maglaro muli. After a long break from injury, we are certainly hoping that, Zion finally comes to that kind of Zion that we wanted to see, having been picked first round. First pick in the first round. Now, Justin Baltazar, our very own, from the Philippines, is representing us loud and proud in Japan as he's already signed to the Hiroshima Dragonflies Japan B League. Jerry, can you tell us quickly about this? Kumbaga, first-tier teams to? Nasa itong pinirmahan niya? First year. Kumbaga, ang dami kasi niyan di ba?
Yes, first year.
Very good.
And I believe kasama sa contract niya yung isasama niya yung asawa niya doon tsaka anak.
Nice. So, good luck to Justin Baltazar. Letra Knights, kampiyon na po nitong season 97 NCAA. Ang Bohot was named the finals MVP. Again, congratulations to the Letra Knights. Wesley So, panglimang natapos sa Superbet Rapid and Blitz sa Warsaw, Poland. And last in our Sports Blitz is Thomas Dooley. Nagbabalik bilang head coach ng Philippine Astros. That's our national football team. And that's our Sports Blitz for this week.
Letteran, dami tayong kaibigan dyan.
Speaking of, babatiin ng mga kaibigan from Letteran.
Bati. Eto, Arriba, Dick Earnshaw.
Yan.
Direk Chris. Encarnacion. Mga Arriba.
Nasa Vietnam pa si Direk Nick.
Of course, si
Ayaw na
Father
umuwi.
Vic Calvo. Arriba. Siyempre, yung mga
Patay ka.
barkada natin sa NCAA.
Na-Arriba ka,
Kaiko. Victor Kaiko, Sir Dax Castellano,
Yan.
Father Glyn,
Uy, Ortega.
Paul
San Sebastian.
Supan, Attorney Jonathan Cabosian,
Nako,
at
wala
si Attorney
kagabi.
Chris Beltran ng
Ayun,
San Bela.
Chris
Si Attorney Mark Reyes, hindi mo...
Yes, Attorney Mark Reyes at si Congressman Jude Navarro.
Navarro, tulog
At ito rin, attorney rin to, Attorney Wayip Chong. And Ma'am
Attorney na?
Ana Yango.
Attorney,
Swipe,
Hi po sa'yo. And also, syempre, happy birthday. Bati
Sina.
natin yung mga...
Dami na naman yung
Hindi,
birthday.
kaunti lang to. Sino ba
Wala
to?
pa kung kailan kailangan.
Wow.
Anong ba yan, no?
Christy Corilla, Aline Canlas.
Ano?
Bata natin. Ron J. Buenape,
Yun,
happy
birthday.
birthday.
Ha?
Oo.
Ron J.
Vampire.
J.
Pastor Ed Canlas, happy birthday. And kumare natin. Si Queenie, Prinsipe. Happy birthday, Mare.
Mare.
Ano ba,
And
si
also,
Mare?
congratulations sa Canlas Fencing, Coach Amat. Kasi they're holding a 4-day tournament sa SM City Center Point in Santa Mesa.
Uy.
And maganda, daming participants. More than 250 fencers participated. And bukas, last day nila.
Nice.
Okay.
Tingin na ba?
Oo, ako, yung anak ko lang, Domino,
Oy,
my
Dom.
daughter Domino.
Dom,
Happy
happy
birthday,
birthday.
Dom.
Uy, congrats.
Galing-galing ni Don talaga. oh.
Birthday.
Sabi ko, what do you want for your birthday?
Ano?
Ang gusto lang niya, manood ng Top Gun and a big bag of Cheetos.
Wow.
Yan lang.
Yun lang binigyan mo talaga. Buti ka pa.
Parang
Oh, may
prenesyo.
sunggang, may sunggang.
Ay, oo. May sumgang.
Robert, Senik, Neil, Ed, lahat kayo
Kita-kita
dyan.
na.
Oo.
Oo, kita-kita.
Oo nga, kita-kita na. Buti pa sila.
Ako, belated happy birthday, Chairman, PSC Chairman,
Uy.
Butch Ramirez.
Happy birthday.
Yan,
Belated.
The
happy
best chairman.
birthday, oh. And Father Gwyn Ortega.
Father
Mamaya,
Gwyn.
may mas sa Timog si Father eh.
Sa Timog,
Bandang Timog area.
ang mas.
Pinapapunta ako.
Alam ko yan.
Father, kita tayo.
Ako, advance happy birthday to a good friend of ours here sa Chasedown, Coach Pat Aquino. Is celebrating his birthday
Talaga?
on Monday.
Coach,
Happy birthday.
okay,
On
Coach
Monday.
Pat.
Wow,
Happy
Idol.
birthday to Coach Pat.
Take note yan.
Speaking of Coach Pat, magbabalik na siya. Blackwater
Yes,
ng
tama,
ang
no? Oo nga.
pakatutukan niya. And speaking
Yes.
of which, inaanyayahan po namin kayong tutukan ang mga nakapaka-exciting na paparating na laro ng pagbubukas ng PBA. Ito nga, syempre, ang buong liga, buong puwersa, handang-handa na.
Yan, no?
Ito ang
Okay,
game ko.
simula na sa June 5, mapapanood ng PBA sa TV5, sa One Sports, gano'n na rin sa PBA Rush at mapapakinggan sa Radyo 5 92.3 News FM. It's going to be an exciting PBA season ahead of us and asahan niyo na kami dito sa Chasedown. Linggo-linggo, ibibigyan namin kayo ng balita mula dyan. At gano'n na rin sa iba't iba pang mga sports.
Gusto ko yung pasok ni Waylon kanina, Boston Celtics! Nungulad na siya pa.
Laglag to ka.
Ang tibay eh, Boston!
Maganda yan sa Monday. Panood kayo.
Maga.
Monday.
Signal.
Right. Okay, and again, we would like to invite you to keep on watching, of course, the UAAP.
Oy,
Ano pa, Jerry?
Ano
PBA
pa?
3x3?
3x3, ongoing ngayon. Second leg. Yan bukas, yung knockout stage naman. Knockout stage.
Right. And we're gonna give you more
Barto.
sports balita next week. And we certainly hope that you enjoyed this episode
Siyempre.
as much as we did mula po sa mga kasamahan natin dito. From us here,
Yes.
Abac Cordero, Waylon Galvez, Jerry Ramos, and the rest of the hard-working men and women of the Chasedown, along with Garen Elorde.
Yes.
Ako po si Riza Diaz, thanking all of you for watching this week's edition of the
Chasedown.
We'll see you next week.
Boston!
Happy weekend. Rizal
Juan
Villa.
Gualvez!
Good luck tomorrow.
Next ka na.
Boston!